Jonas, Jonas, what are we expecting today? I mean, do you think it's going to be a GC throwdown?
To be honest, yes. I think it will be a bit similar to the other day. At least the profile is pretty similar. So it will be interesting to see what other teams have of plans. We obviously believe that Wout can go for the stage today.
People talk about maybe you have more of this punch, more of this kick, and it seems like you do. Is that the case, and is this something you train for these type of stages?
Yeah, I mean, we trained since last year to be a bit more explosive, and I think it paid off. So at the moment, I'm feeling in very good shape, and I feel like I'm more explosive than I normally am. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place.
Good luck. Thank you.
Remco, how bruised and affected are you from the crash yesterday?
Not really. It was a really slow crash actually. I was braking to avoid the crash, but yeah, I think the bunch goes open and I just touched the wheel in front of me and went down pretty slow, so nothing crazy to worry about.
So really motivated for today's stage and also to make a difference, or how do you think you're going to play this stage out?
Yeah, of course I have to be in the front, that's for sure. It's going to be a bit of a stage 2 finale, let's say, but I think now the group is going to be not that big anymore. So for me it's going to be a really important day, but also I have to keep the TT of tomorrow in mind, so I'm not going to go really crazy today. I'm just going to try to race the finale with the favorites and then try to be up there, don't lose time, and make sure I arrive safe at the finish line without any time loss.
Remco, you say you're not going to go crazy today. Do you think that applies to a lot of the GC guys today? They'll be thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, guys like that, Jonas, they really seem to like to race on finales like this. Same for Matthieu, I guess. It's a big opportunity for him again to win the stage and to take some extra bonifications for the yellow jersey. So yeah, I guess it's going to be a pretty beautiful finale to watch and hopefully also to ride.
What was the worst of yesterday? I think you went to the X-ray truck as well afterwards. What was the worst for you?
No, nothing actually. Just general checkup. Nothing crazy. So all good.
Find out today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Matthieu, are we expecting something similar to stage 2 and a chance for you to not only win but win in that Maillot jaune?
Yeah, hopefully that would be amazing, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky final today. Lots of turns and some steep parts as well. So it will be a fight to be in front.
What's it like in a team, in your experience, to try to regroup? I know you tried to do a little bit yesterday at the lead out of Caden, but what's it like to regroup today and refocus after losing one of the stars?
Yeah, it's hard, of course. I think Jasper is always one of the main reasons we're here to fight for green, and he looked really strong. He felt good, so I think yeah, we would have had a good chance, but yeah, those things happen unfortunately, and yeah, now we have to try and make the tour successful in another way with the team.
Is green an objective for you now?
No, not really. It's like I said, if I wanted to go for green, I really needed to be in front as well the other stages and do the intermediate sprints. So it's not an objective, and we just hopefully we can try hopefully we can try and win another stage here. Yeah, hopefully me, but also with Caden, I think we have a good chance. He's fast and he will get better and better this tour.
Have you noticed that you're going over Côte de Chagan-Getil? I mean, given the history, do you really want to win on that mountain?
Yeah, of course, but I will not be the only one that wants to win today. And yeah, let's see how the final goes. But hopefully I can be up there again like 2 days ago.
Well, Matteo, a stage a little bit like 2 days ago in Boulogne-sur-Mer. We talked to you after that about a little bit of indecision. You didn't know whether to go or wait for Wout. What's the plan today? What can you tell us about the plan?
Yeah, we reflected on the other day a little bit, and I think it was important for me to kind of sit with it, watch the replay, and just see kind of the situation and see that I was one of the strongest in the final, and I just didn't really recognize that on the day, so we'll bring that forward to today. And I mean, hopefully Wout is there today for the sprint, but still it probably would have been a good situation for me to pull with Vokalon in hindsight.
How similar are these stages?
I wouldn't actually say they're super similar. The other day the climbs were all narrow, and today it's really big roads going uphill. The descents are more narrow, but the climbs are all quite wide, so it changes the dynamic. You can easily move if you have the legs. So I think it'll be a different final.
Sounds as though you're not expecting big gaps in GC today.
Depends on how it's played, but I don't expect it, no.
I'm worried about the amount of energy that you're expending every day researching the towns, the locations where the race is going, because it seems that's based on social media, it seems that's your job in the team, to give your teammates a bit of info, local colour. What can you give us today?
I just did the vlog with Kempi, but I think it's good. I've in my past Tours de France, I've been so, like, you step out of the bus, you have no idea where the fuck you are in France, and I don't like that. So this year I kind of just wanted to have a bit more insight into where I was. Today we're in Amiens, and I learned that there's a flower here, a yellow flower, that they figured out in the Middle Ages makes a blue dye, and the blue dye made this sound, like, this city rich for a long time. And the cathedral that's built is the biggest one in France, and it was built because they got rich off of this blue dye. So if you see yellow flowers on the coverage, that's probably what they are.
We'd love to keep you all day, but Matteo, you've got to go and ride the stage.
Yeah, I do.
You seemed almost shell-shocked after the finish yesterday, traumatised by how stressful it had all been. Was that the case?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I knew yesterday when we started quite easy, it's going to be full chaos at the end of the day. I mean, it's, there is no space for everyone. So, it's not easy to be calm also, because we are here in the Tour, so, everybody wants to win. So, that makes maybe more even stressful. And, everything is close by also for the green jersey, so, everybody wants to do a podium and to have the green jersey. And at the end of the day, it's super stressful, and I hope for the upcoming days will be more calm.
Now, a couple of days ago at Boulogne, the team worked. They obviously believed in your chances. You had problems there, but does that mean you're going to be confident for a stage like today's as well?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, we have ambition to win stage here, so we are here also for. But today, I think on the realistic, it's going to be hard stage. I don't think we can have a good chance, especially for me. But I have strong teammates around me, especially Louis Barret or Gigi Zimmerman. I think those guys, this parkour, it fit them really well. And yesterday also they did super strong performance. And let's hope today they can make a good result.
Which of those climbs in the finale are you most worried about?
Yeah, I mean, in general, I can try. Anyway, I will try, but if you see the names here, we are here in Tour de France, so everybody is more than 100% shape. So, we just try, and if you are even, I don't know, top 20, doesn't make sense. It's better always to pick your day and try to go for it. So, I already make my schedule, so today is unfortunately not on my table.
Okay, thanks.
Well, Neilson, we saw you up there in stage 2. Is today a day for you as well? I mean, it's a hard one out there, and it's also one that I think suits your abilities.
Yeah, it does suit me really well. The one challenge is that I'll have to do it from the peloton with the favorites, so that'll be pretty difficult. But luckily, the climbs aren't crazy long, so they're enough to break up they're enough to break up the race, but hopefully not enough that Tadej is just going to go off on his own. There's a lot of riders interested in the stage win. Evenepoel, Tadej, Remco, Jonas, and probably a list of 50 other guys, and I'm in that list of 50.
Give us an idea how hard of a stage is today's stage. I mean, when we're looking at the Pyrenees to come and Mont d'Or on stage 10 and Col de la Loze, how does this rank?
Well, I think it'll be a bit more. There's going to be more riders in with a shot for the stage win today, so that could create a more exciting scenario. I mean, it's not going to be the massive GC showdown that those mountain stages are going to be, but it'll be interesting. There's a lot of wind in the first 100K, so I don't think it'll be quite enough to break it up into crosswinds, but you'll need to position yourself well just in case something happens. And the more energy you can save, the better you'll be in the final. So it's really going to be about who can be the most efficient in the first 100K to come into the last 30K as fresh as possible, because it's going to be really, really explosive, 2-3 minute climbs, and you need to be really fresh to hit your best numbers for that.
Everybody's talking about it being a GC day, a day where Van der Poel in the leader's jersey, and probably we'll see Pog, Ving as well. But why is that? And can you explain? I mean, why not? Why wouldn't we see an escape today?
Well, Van der Poel's in yellow. His chances of stage wins are fleeting, so today he has a really good chance to win. And winning in yellow is a really special thing. And without Jasper, they need to double down on these mixed terrain stages where Van der Poel can win. So I think they'll try to control. Their team isn't quite as strong as Visma or UAE, so we'll see how close they can keep a breakaway. And I mean, you have to gamble on the breakaway a little bit, because if it is a strong breakaway, it's really just Alpecin in the beginning that are probably going to be pulling. And if the breakaway is really committed and strong, Alpecin could lose a bit too much in the first 100K to deliver Van der Poel. And then by the time UAE and Visma take it up to keep it safe, essentially hard and safe for their riders, like, the breakaway could be too far away. So I'm in a position where I need to race for the peloton, but we do have a few riders looking for the breakaway as well to sort of hedge our bets on both fronts.
We'll see you at the finish. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Mike, you think it's going to be an escape or a GC day?
I think definitely a GC day with Matthieu van der Poel being as strong as he is. It's a great final for him. They want to keep the jersey. So yeah, I'm thinking GC day.
How does that change things for guys like you?
It's unfortunate because I want to get in the break and I want to go after stages. I just don't think it's possible to finish with a guy like Van der Poel, a guy like Pogačar, so I have to play my chances for the break. And under a circumstance like this, it's not really possible. But you got to try, and there are going to be some opportunities in the coming days.
A couple of things. First, what the heck was going on yesterday with the no escape, early, slow, calm day? And then how chaotic will today be? How different will it be?
Yeah, I think a big headwind yesterday, which resulted in a disincentivization for the breakaway, especially it being a sprint day. Also, with the new relegation system, teams just aren't they're less inclined for going after TV time and more inclined about just getting after points. So that's why you're seeing less breakaways go, less gap to the breakaway. And yeah, that's the scenario we saw yesterday. Today, like you said, it's going to be much different. A bit more of crosswinds. Definitely, maybe an opportunity for the breakaway. I think more people think it has a bit more of a chance than the day previous. And yeah, it's going to be a hectic final.
Mike, I don't know how you found the time, but last night you wrote a very long and interesting blog about the chaos yesterday and how this sport needs to become safe. I'm going to read, just for reference, you gave sort of 4 things that you think should happen. Lowering speed, decreasing peloton size, reducing distraction, and rethinking the relegation system. Probably can't go into all of them, but you can just sort of summarize some of your thoughts.
Yeah, it's been fun writing this blog. I'm trying to keep it going throughout the tour. And it's nice. It's a good way to kind of just get my mind out of thinking about pinning on numbers and how many carbs I should eat for the day. It's just a nice distraction. It's a bit cathartic as well. But yeah, I went into safety details yesterday, particularly because of the presentation we had at the start of the race, where I just felt like it was the presentation really didn't have a strong understanding of what needs to be done and was off the mark just by laying blame on the riders. I think, like I said in the blog, athletes are always going to push up against the limits, and the lines, they're going to always push against the lines that are drawn by the organizers of sporting events. And yeah, I think it's on the organizers to create rules that are going to make the environment safer. and I outlined 4 points. There are other points that I think could make the sport safer, but 4 of the ones that I really do think would change the game are getting rid of the relegation system. I think the relegation system creates a lot more stress, a lot more racing for placings further back, which creates crashes. And I said reducing the peloton size. Right now at 184 riders at the speeds we're traveling, with the road furniture that exists, it's just so dangerous. The safest race I did last year was the Olympic Games, and it only had 90 riders. Also, with less bodies, there are just going to be less crashes. And it also will reduce speed because you just have less guys riding the front. And that went to my next point of reducing speed. I think we are going too fast. The UC, Dan Bingham had a really good presentation a few days ago regarding gear sizing and how that's not going to affect speed really, and increase safety. And I agree with them. I think other measures that need to be taken are reducing drag, getting rid of motos, and just making changes to the equipment. Oh yeah, and the last one is reducing distraction. Garmin's, radios, all those things are creating a lot of distraction, and you wouldn't do that when you're driving down the street. You wouldn't have all those distractions, so why are we doing it in bike races?
Mike, there was another couple of really interesting points about the kind of clothing you guys wear, and you drew the comparison with ice hockey, a sport that you know well. That's maybe a subject for another day, because it feels...
Still, all the parts of my body are here, so yeah, we're good, we're good.
Did you survive in these days? No wounds, no scratches?
Yeah, no crashes, no anything. I mean, touch wood, we still have this one, which is going to be hectic for sure with the wind, but yeah, so far so good.
You still have that new car smell.
Yeah, I do. Well, the skin suit is a bit now black, with the rain, but yeah, no, everything's going smooth so far, so yeah, we hope we can continue like this and head into the TT tomorrow.
We're only 3 days in. Is the Tour de France unlike any other race you've ever participated in?
Yeah, absolutely. It's completely different. Just the media, the crowds, it's something that I've never seen before. So, yeah, it's a new experience, but I'm liking it so far. You also have to pace a lot, your efforts day after day. You need to save a lot of energy. That's what I'm trying to do for the TT tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope I have a good day.
So because in the Dauphiné we saw you go for the stage and then you went in the TT pretty damn well. Does that mean today we won't be seeing you go up there and trying to compete with the boys?
We will see. We will see how it starts. As I said, with the wind at the beginning, it's going to be crazy. If the break goes, maybe I'm there. But we are also looking to Enric a lot. He's 16 GC, so it's important to keep him safe. We see how it plays, and it's an option.
Pinch yourself, you're at the Tour de France.
Yeah, I do. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. At the end of the day, it's one more race. You gotta look at it that way, and try to get the win.
Good.
Thank you.
See ya.
Driving out in the polka dots today.
I hope very good. Hopefully not too hard. The first 100 kilometers was quite tricky with the side wind, and then of course the technical final.
Yeah, I guess you have one job there to keep today out of trouble. But are you free to take the points on the climbs today?
No, yesterday was a nice opportunity. It was not too much effort. It was 1 point to take to have a nice jersey today. But now the full focus is on the yellow jersey of today.
So no going for points anymore.
No, not going for points. I'm very honored and happy that the team gives me this opportunity just for today. But it's full focus for something else.
The one you were the only one doing anything yesterday, but there was no competitive prize yesterday. Shouldn't it have been you at least?
No, I'm already happy with the jerseys. Nice rewards. But for sure, the headwind of yesterday made it maybe not the best race to see on television.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you getting on? We know you had the crash early on there and that kind of affected things. Do you think you've recovered in time for today's stage?
It goes better day by day. I don't know if it's enough to really compete for the win today, but I think it's a matter of time before I find the good legs again, and for sure I hope as soon as possible. But today is more in function of getting Skjell Moors in a safe way to the finish line without losing time, and try to get as far as possible.
Do you pinch yourself to realize that you now are at the Tour de France?
Not really in that way. I'm just focused on on doing everything I need to do, and on resting well, on eating well, and it's still a long way to Paris. So I try to don't think about too much yet.
Is it unlike any other race for you?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, the tension in the race, especially, is something I never experienced before. The whole circus around it is something big, but it's not like overwhelming for me. But the way of racing is quite heavy.
Good luck today.
Thank you so much.